I'm Anna Shepard. I'm an agnostic and I'm from San Francisco, California. I'm here in Hawaii and I'm here because I believe an interfaith can change the world, and I decided to come because I think that this ceremony of the lantern lighting, for lantern lighting, will bring everyone together and help people bond over what's fundamental in us instead of pulling us apart about our differences. I really like meeting everyone. I think it's really fun to see everyone and meet all these new people, and Hawaii is gorgeous, and the lantern floating ceremony is tonight and I'm really excited for that, and I can't wait to see everyone's wishes and all their family members' names floating down the ocean, so I'm excited for that. I think what stands out to me the most is how we all get along. There are agnostic kids, Jewish kids, and Zoroastrian kids, and we're all really good friends. We all went to dinner. We all went out to dinner last night and hung out, went to the beach, and we're all pretty good friends. So I really like how we all get to just bond and talk about our lives and our similarities, and that's been the most fun to me. Not one individual has stood out to me, but just the group mentality as a whole.
Yeah, dude, that's my home.
You like that, right? Yeah. So I was fresh, so I should have drank that.
Okay. It's more like wheat stew.
Do we have anything? Yeah. Symbolizes like,
yeah,
exactly.
Fuji and I both wrote "We're the hardest."
That's good. They're so eco-friendly. Right?
Yeah. Guys, stop for a second. Where's the envelope that you're seeing? Because we don't have any more. Right. And those people came too.
Oh, sorry.
So my name is Kritika Harish. I'm the Young Leaders Program Coordinator with United Religions Initiative, URI. So we brought 3 students here. We actually got this generous invitation from the Shinnyo-en Foundation, and we had an essay contest because we have a lot of dedicated young individuals who really I would love to bring them all to Hawaii for this trip, but so we had an essay contest, and 3 students and their essays really stood out to us, and they wrote beautiful essays about what the lanterns floating ceremony would mean to them, what being a part of this ceremony and this trip would mean to them, and so we brought Guy, Anna, Eloan. Guy is Jewish. Eloan is just very spiritual. She comes from a very San Franciscan family that, has a lot of spiritual and meditation practices, but don't practice any organized religion. And Anna is very interesting because Anna's been very involved with URI work, and she's been interning at our office as well, but she's agnostic. So her family is not religious, and she's very agnostic, but she has such an interest in religions, and especially in San Francisco, where religion is often seen as a negative thing. For her calling is to make the goodness that can come out of religion be something that other people can see as well. You know what? I think it's how well all the students are getting along with each other. I think that's what really has stood out to me, and it's been no effort at all. So, when Ineko was planning the trip, we were talking about, how are we going to facilitate the dialogue so everyone feels comfortable? We want everyone to feel safe. But the opposite happened. So everyone just got along well. People have a good understanding of each other. People from different sides of the state are hanging out with each other even in free time when they can go do whatever they want. And it's really good to see that. It's good to see those bonds taking place and for those exchanges to happen. Yeah, I feel grateful for how hospitable everyone has been to us. the Shinnyo-en Foundation, the temple, everyone's so hospitable. We went to that ceremony where her honor, like the head of the Shinnyo-en order, she was there, and we got front row seats for the whole thing, and there was a convention hall full of thousands of people, and we had front row seats. And when we went to the Shinnyo-en temple, people were so hospitable. They invited us with open arms, and it was really humbling to be that special and to be treated that well. And it really reminds me how well we should be treating people back home when they come to visit and learn about the work that we do as well.
Hi, I'm Guy. I'm Jewish. I'm from the San Francisco Bay Area. And right now we're packing lanterns for the floating lantern ceremony. We got this assembly line going where we're putting in all this stuff, and in a few hours there's going to be 30,000 people here all lining up to get them and float them out onto the ocean. So we went and visited the Shinnyo-en temple, and we met Her Holiness, the current leader of Shinnyo-en Buddhism, and she was awesome. She's probably one of the most personable religious leaders I've ever seen in my entire life. She was really just a happy person, and it's been really awesome to see like this whole new culture that I'd never even learned about before we came here to Hawaii.
Hi, I'm Roya Azarkevon. I'm from Orange County, California, and I'm 16 years old, and my religion is Zoroastrianism. I'm here today sponsored through the Shinnyo-en Foundation, and we're helping them with their packing lanterns for their Lantern Floating Festival today, and which is a big event to honor dead ancestors who have passed on. Okay, yesterday we went to the USS Arizona Memorial in Pearl Harbor, and we basically got to see the remains of the USS Arizona, the ship that was attacked by the Japanese, and it was almost like outer body, like shocking experience for me, because it was hard to like sit there and watch the remains and see watch the remains of the ship and know that the remains of people were also under it, and like I just felt it was just a very shocking feeling to be in the space where, you know, this place was bombed at one time and it was covered in a bunch of smoke, and how the people must have felt in that moment. And I kind of like took myself back there, and I was just it's not even something you can explain. You just have to go there and experience it, and it's just mind-blowing, to be completely honest. Yeah, I mean, I can truly say this trip, like, I've created a family, because this event has been different with the kids. We completely went into it with our open minds and open hearts, and like we shared so much with each other that we had no choice but to become a family, because we went deep into thought, and I got to learn everything about them all at once, and we're all like very connected, and we all have very similar, although our religions are completely across the board different, we all have really similar beliefs, and we all want the same thing, and we're all connected, and we're all looking for like inner peace and harmony through this event. We're all looking to be progressive and to unite and make a change.
I'm Shada, I'm 15, I'm from San Jose, California, and I'm Zoroastrian. Today we have helped pick up the beach for the Lantern Floating Festival later tonight. We also help pack the lanterns for the people that are going to come and float the lanterns. I love hearing the opinions of people from different religious traditions so that I can understand what they're feeling and what their culture is. And I like learning how we all have pretty much the same values, even if we're from different religions, and that's really interesting to me. What I've enjoyed the most from this trip would probably be picking up the beach, and right now I'm pretty excited to help float the lanterns and see how everybody can come together from different communities and how we can join in this one event.
I'm Eloan Taraskowitz. I'm 17 years old, and I'm from San Francisco, and I'm spiritual. I don't practice any specific religion, but I practice different ones with my family. Probably the highlight of my trip was meeting Her Holiness, because I was just amazed by how compassionate and engaging and energetic she was, and how instead of just standing on the stage, she actually wanted to be with us. And even though I've never met her before, I felt like she genuinely cared about me and wanted to engage me, and that was extremely exciting for me. It's been amazing to interact with kids from different religious traditions, because I think it's essential that we all discuss what we all believe in, because I think we'll realize that the one principle that undergirds all religion is just a call for peace and unity, and if we see that we're all connected on that basic level, then we can end all of the conflicts in the world, and that's essential if we want to continue to exist and have peace. So I think I'll take away a lot from this experience, but most importantly, I think just seeing that no matter where you come from all walks of life, we all have experienced a sense of loss, and we all want to have a loving and caring world. And just watching all of the lanterns, I mean, I haven't seen it yet, but I feel like when I actually watch everyone coming together and just placing a lantern on the ocean and knowing that we all want the same thing, I think that's going to be kind of inspiring, and I'll probably get pretty emotional, so I'm looking forward to that the most.
Hey, I'm Mila. I practice Hinduism. I'm 17 years old and I'm from Los Gatos, California. It's been extremely eye-opening. It's completely made me see several new perspectives I never thought I'd be able to see before. Meeting all these new people, it's made me more diverse on the inside. So we basically created a bunch of bags for all the visitors, so we give them the bags and then they look through it. It has like pamphlets and all the stuff they need to know, including the base for their lantern and a candle and a rudder for their little like lantern boats. And we also cleaned up the beach so it could look pretty and nice and pristine in preparation for lantern floating. Well, I think my goal is to kind of like release a little bit of my own sadness and help others release their own too. And it's like figurative and literal. I mean, you're literally like releasing a lantern, releasing, not releasing your loved ones because we keep them close, but also letting them go so we can move on and live our lives. Well, for one, I'll talk about tolerance, especially religious tolerance, and the need to embrace all religions as truth. And then beyond that, I'll talk about how to move on, sort of, because I see this as almost a festival of moving on and coming to terms with loss. And so this will definitely help me allow other people to experience that coming to terms. Yeah, I mean, just being here in general, I'm so grateful. And also just gratitude for the opportunity to express to my ancestors and the loved ones that have passed on that I love them in a very special and unique way.
Hi, I'm Kara Samuels. I am 18 years old. I'm Jewish and come from the Bay Area in California. So far, I have become, I think, really close with so many different people in our group, and everyone has like different cultures and religions, and it has been a very nice experience getting to know other people and hearing their opinions. For me, going to the Pearl Harbor exhibit yesterday was really interesting because I learned so much in school about it, and to see it firsthand was really impactful because I was able to see exactly like what happened and how bad the damage was and how it's influenced America. Today I look forward to helping out with the lantern floating to help people release their stress of losing a loved one, and to like help remember and see people remember others and recover from their past. Personally, I think seeing people reacting to losing a loved one and recovering and putting a lantern into the water is going to make me reflect a lot on my grandfather and missing him and seeing that I'm not alone. I'm really glad that I got the opportunity to go on this trip because I've had the opportunity to talk with people of all different religions that I normally haven't, and I've even like gotten to know, I've met people of religions that I like haven't never talked to before, and I think it made me, it's made me a lot more aware of other people and other cultures. I definitely think that world peace is possible if everyone communicated with each other and talked and learned about other cultures.
My name is Ali Saeed. I'm 18 years old. My religion is Muslim. I am part of the Islamic faith. My origins, I was born in London, England, and I moved into the US in the year 2000. Talking with other people, learning about other people's religions has been a big one. Discussing, things from the beginnings of the universe to if the soul exists, and also learning about the Shinnyo-en Buddhism religion, and at the same time volunteering for the lantern floating event. That's been awesome. It's not something you see every day. There's certain emotions you can't see in people every day, and this is one of them. When you see them trying to communicate to their ancestors and thinking about them and remorsing over them. I'm gonna say it was very rewarding. I mean, this is honestly once in a lifetime. I hope in the future when I'm older I can come to this event and hopefully bring my kids here, and I really want to come and pay my respects to my ancestors when I'm older here.
Okay, so I'm Pooja, I'm 17, and I'm a Jain. Yeah, I definitely like meeting people from different religions and stuff because you see the similarities between your religion and theirs, and you also see how different they are. And I like the dialogue that comes out and the questioning, and I like the experience overall. Oh, definitely. Gratitude to the Shinnyo-en Foundation, to the Nale Aloha Foundation, but also to everybody that comes out and makes it work and all the volunteers that put it together. And just like a sense of gratitude for even being here and being able to witness it and share it with other people. Well, first of all, I tell them how awesome it was to be in Hawaii, being in paradise, being right across from the beach, but then also the amazing experiences that we're going to go away with actually meeting Her Holiness, with like being in her presence, being like at Pearl Harbor again, and just like all the highlights of the trip.
There was a lady, and I looked over her shoulder to see what she was writing, and she was writing, "To the father of my children, to the love of my life, I miss you so much." And she turned around, and she could not have been older than 30, and it broke my heart to see her. I was getting really choked up, but it also made me really happy to see that she's able to share her loss and start to let go. The other thing I noticed was a lot of the people at these tables here, they don't know each other. Like, there are families like sitting with families they've never met, and like just people who came by themselves sitting with people they never met, and people are so open. No one's like hiding what they're writing. People are just like, they have their paper out and they're just writing what they feel, writing to loved ones they've lost, and people are reading over each other's shoulders. People are saying, "Hey, that's beautiful, I really like what you wrote." Someone brought paper, she printed out paper, and she was like cutting out things she'd like already written, and she was pasting them artistically, and people that obviously she didn't come here with were saying like, "That's awesome, I wish I'd thought of that." And so people are like really opening up, sharing their losses like with strangers. It's incredible. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. Okay, so there are two kinds of beauty. There's that beach back there. It's absolutely beautiful. The ocean, beautiful. But then there's all these people who have come together, who don't even know each other, just sharing their losses with each other, just coming to terms with a loss, and that's true beauty. It's like this profound beauty that you can't find in even the prettiest ocean.
My name is Valentina Kahn, and I am with the Interfaith Youth Council of Orange County. We are here at the lantern floating ceremony, sponsored and hosted by the Shinnyo-en Foundation. And I brought with me myself, I am Muslim, and 3 other youths. Pooja Shah, she is a Jain, Roya, who is Zoroastrian, and Ali Navid Saeed, who is Muslim as well. They're all here working the tables and helping to assist in passing out the bags for the people who have lost a loved one and who would like to create a lantern for the sake of sending off their spirit and releasing them from this earth. So, although it is hosted by the Shinnyo-en Foundation, it's actually an interfaith event in the sense that we're all here working together and celebrating life and also respecting dead. I thought that it was a good idea to bring the kids of different faiths in order to share in something that we don't have in our own faith traditions. For example, Muslims say special prayers in particular when somebody passes on. However, we do not have a ceremony every year of this nature and of this stature. Same with the Jains and Zoroastrians. They all have their own ways of dealing with the deceased. So being a part of a a larger community event like this with so many different people from all walks of life is special because we can all partake in something together, although we're not from the same faith tradition. You know, I think that it's all very fresh and new for them, and I think that they're learning as they go, and they realize that, hey, this kid likes the same things I like. They just worship differently, or they don't worship at all, but ultimately we can sit and talk about so many of the same things. So I think they're just starting to formulate that mutual respect that's essential as you grow in this society, as you grow to become an adult, later on as a parent, perhaps, you know, it's just a key function to sit and listen, encourage, inspire, motivate someone who's completely different than you, and learn how to talk to them and dialogue and create a friendship, essentially. You don't need to always talk about your religion to be friends, so I think that's what they're learning. I think there is hope for community peace. So each community can exercise peace, and this is an exhibit right here. Over 25,000, 30,000 people are joined here, and everybody is in a peaceful state of mind. They're recognizing something so important to them, which is life and respecting the dead. So within the community itself, there could be so much work done to be at peace with one another in such a small confines of your city, of your town, of your neighborhood. Generally speaking, the world is so big. There's over 7 billion people. I think it requires each person individually to exercise that path to peace in order to achieve a cumulative global world effort. So I hope so, but I think it starts with the community.
Blessed are the peacemakers. Sacred is the sun. The power and the courage to call off the dogs of war lies in the hands of everyone. Everyone. Stand strong, hold on. Fear's the only enemy. Let love join us, hand in hand, 6 billion paths to peace. Blessed are the caretakers. Sacred is the earth. Like a ripple in the water that's only just begun to find its way to everyone. Everyone. Stand strong, hold on. Fear's the only enemy. Let love join us, hand in hand, 6 billion paths. Stand strong, hold on. Fear's the only enemy. Let love join us, hand in hand, 6 billion paths to peace. What's your